Had me madder than a 2-year-old after a circumcision. Come on. Out here, boy. The last one they sent out here, I almost had to set a transit up to see him move. I mean, come on. Move like a snail. It's hot. It's hot. Tell you what, just switching these forks and buckets out right here on the tractor this morning had me sweating like Michael Vick at a PETA fundraiser. Come on. Come on. Well, we got that trailer unloaded finally. I tell you what, that ended up being pretty hard. It was harder than Japanese arithmetic. Come on. But we got it. A little hard work ain't never hurt nobody. Ain't never hurt nobody. Tools. You ain't got no tools, you can't do no work. Come on. Gotta have your tools now. I just, $30 for a 4x4 tin. They have lost their mind. Well, not today. Not today. What's going on, guys? How are y'all doing this evening? Well, it is Tuesday. It's time for another Talk About It Tuesday. Can everybody hear me okay? See me? All that good stuff?
Make sure everything's working right.
Is that a yeah? Can y'all hear me? Thanks, Auntie Ann. Can you hear me and see us fine? You got that delay on here?
Yeah, you gotta wait for it.
I don't know if they can hear me or not. I ain't seeing.
Yes, loud and clear. All right, cool.
All right, good deal. Good deal.
Nice.
Hello, Auntie Ann. Hello, Lila.
Robertson Belly Acres.
Robinson Belly Acres in the house. Come on. Florida Chick Adventures. Colleen, how are y'all doing this evening? Buried under snow. How are you? We ain't got that problem here now.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's been cold, though. These last few days, it's been pretty chilly.
I tell you what, boy, the weather's been more messed up than a soup sandwich around here. Come on. It has been rainy, windy, nasty, and then all of a sudden it dropped down in the 30s.
Yeah.
And boy, look at here. This Florida boy, I don't know so much about the 30s now. Come on.
Yeah. That rain brought on a whole other cold we weren't expecting.
How's everybody's week been so far? I got quite the delay. I'm doing just fine. Come on.
Glad to hear.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. It seems like it's already been a long week for me. It's been crazy. Ridge Life, what's going on, buddy?
Always happy to see him here.
Always great to see old Ridge Life. Sorry you ain't having your live tonight. I hope your coworker, man, is doing all right and that COVID don't get them too bad. I had that COVID, boy. It kicked my butt. It had me down for about 15 days.
How you doing, Chad, from Hidden Spring Farm? Thank you, Auntie Ann.
Hey, Chad, how are you? Oh, Swarmstead. Hey. So, who we got? Lala Newton, hey, Tim. Yeah, it's been kind of crazy here on the homestead. We've had a lot going on.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about that lean-to so far? It's coming along.
Yeah, dude.
It's becoming quite the process to get it done, though, with the way the weather's been here in Florida. It's been crazy. I think Friday's the only day that we really was able to really get a lot done on it.
It was pretty wet there before, yeah.
Yeah, all before that, and then Saturday and Sunday, it was crazy. The wind was crazy. That canopy that I showed on that 2021's already kicking my butt. Ooh, it took another beating. Yeah. I got to get that thing fixed or took down or something.
Yeah, I was getting thrown all over the road before then.
Her results came back negative, but she still has a fever, so couldn't work. Well, that's good that she's negative. Yeah. Maybe it's just the common cold. What's up, D&M family?
Yeah, the common cold's still around. It ain't talked about too much nowadays, though.
Florida not as crazy as Cali. Well, I don't know if anything's as crazy as Cali. Come on.
Yeah.
How you doing tonight? Fleetwood Patch, good evening. How you doing? Well, I'm sure y'all seen my short about my nightmare that I got going on. I went to old Harbor Freight. I know, Rusty. I know. Harbor Freight, buddy. I know you got excited when you seen that one. Come on. I spent $350 in storage stuff. I bought every storage bin that they had in stock. they looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah. It's all for a good purpose, though. All we can
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I ain't gonna lie to you though, I'm not looking forward to it. That is a lot of bolts and nuts and screws and connections and everything to go through. I also I got my little label maker and stuff. I'm gonna label everything. Whew, it's gonna be a nightmare, but it'll be worth it at the end. It's something that's been needing to be done for a while with all these canopies getting torn down.
Yeah.
It's bad out there. As you've seen in that one in the lean-to video, I had to actually go and buy another 4-inch grinder because I can't even find my Porter cable grinder. It's crazy. And I'm tired of buying tools that I already know I got. I think I got like 3 grinders, and I had to go buy another one. So I'm over that. Are you going to label your label maker? Hey, you know, if I have too many of them woods for reserves and Sprite when I'm out there separating all that, it might get labeled. Yeah. I might even label the bottle so I know which one I'm drinking. Come on. Nightmare doing it. Yeah. But you'll be really happy when it's finished. For sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to look like Ace Hardware out there.
So worth the time.
Yeah.
Save so much time in the future.
Yeah. It's a
lot of money too.
My kids, boy, they hated it growing up. I'm not gonna lie. Every time they got in trouble,
every grounding was out there spent.
That right there,
in the shed every single time.
That right there is what their grounding was. All right, time to get the shed organized.
I swear I got in trouble every time after the biggest project too. It was always right after the biggest project I got in trouble.
I probably got about 23 measuring tapes, but I never have it when I need it.
Never.
And then every time I go to Harbor Freight, I get their free measuring tape, the one that's got all the measurements on there for the people that don't know how to read measuring tapes.
The easy read.
I have them laying around everywhere, so I'd always have one. But the problem is I never know where they're at when I need them.
We had 2 of them for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it is going to be awesome when it's done. It's just a process, and this weather's really not helping me out much. I also got another issue going on here on the homestead. I don't know if y'all seen that short with my dog that I rescued from the pound. Great dog, Poppy. I mean, she's smart, she's loving, she's a great dog, but she's been lunging at kids' faces. She doesn't try to bite them, but she lunges at their face.
Like way too excited.
She actually caught my granddaughter right here in the cheek and scratched my granddaughter, and I just can't have that. And I don't want to take her back to the pound because I know that they're gonna put her down if I do. So I actually went and got some pallets from Rural King. I don't know if a lot of y'all's got Rural Kings in y'all's area, but they give away free pallets from stuff they break down. It's what kind of dog? It's a Jack Russell Lab mix. She looks like a little pit bull, but
like a real mini pit.
She's actually not. The video y'all seen, she looks like a puppy, but she's actually 2 years old. And you know, I'm all about kids here on the homestead. I have my grandkids here, my goddaughter, and really any kid that kind of wants to learn about nature. So I can't have a dog running free that will lunge at a child's face. I couldn't sleep at night knowing that I would be responsible for a dog scarring a kid for the rest of their life. I just can't do it. But she's a good dog with the animals and everything else. So
outside of her getting too riled up, she's a pretty good dog.
So my plan is to build her a real nice dog pen. I'm going to take some pallets and all the leftover metal that we had off the lean-to there, and I'm actually going to make her a little dog condo. And that way, when the kids are on the homestead, I can actually put her in the pen and kind of keep her away from the kids. And then when it's just me out here, she can stay with me. I mean, she kind of gave up her bougie life, honestly. She was staying in the fifth wheel with me and everything, but I just can't have it. So I'm going to have to address that here real soon. So the lean-to is going to have to take a hold on that.
Yeah.
You look at the comments. You've been watching them?
Yeah, I've been looking at them. Robert from Billy Acres put in something.
My goodness. Ask Rescue what happens when you pick up stray dogs. Yeah, I seen that video. That's funny. Yeah. Got to be careful putting them in that van, too, because you're both going to get locked in there. Come on. 21 watching and only 12 thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up. Come on with it. Come on. Get them, Auntie, and get them.
Your number one fan left a comment, too. Hey, Jenna.
Yeah, Swarmstead, I love pit bulls, too. I actually, I was raised with pit bulls my whole life, ever since I was a baby. And I've had pit bulls all the way until I actually came out here. And I don't have a lot of restrictions out here, but one of the restrictions I do have is that I'm not allowed to have a pit bull. So I got a dog that looked as close to a pit bull as I possibly could. So
that fit the requirements.
What's the next Fired Up Friday? Oh yeah, the next Fired Up Friday. Like I said in my last Fired Up Friday, I was unable to do the pulled pork for that one because there's just not enough time after I get off work to actually cook a whole pork butt and everything. But I did do that this weekend, and that will actually be this week's Fired Up Friday. I did a over-the-top pulled pork chili. And if you don't know what an over-the-top chili is I actually did a deer one too in an earlier video. If y'all love deer and chili, y'all should check that one out. That's a real nice one.
Really good.
But basically what you do is you get a cast iron pot, you put the chili on, and you smoke and grill the meat over the top of the chili, and all the juices and stuff drip down into the chili while it's cooking. And so you don't lose none of that flavor. And then at the end, you shred it and mix it all together, and it is amazing. It is amazing. And y'all will also get to see my 1-year-old, well, she'll be 1 year old next week, matter of fact, granddaughter in this video.
Yeah.
My daughter, son-in-law, and my youngest granddaughter came over. My oldest granddaughter, she was at her other grandparents' house, so she didn't make it. And also my son's mother came out, so y'all see her on the video. Mm-hmm. And I actually did a whole thing with my granddaughter with the camera, introducing her to y'all guys and everything. And then after they left, I reviewed the footage and realized I didn't even have the camera on. So y'all will see her, but y'all won't see that part. We'll catch it next time.
Yeah. Go up. I forget that.
You had me at deer. Hey, I'm with you. I love you.
Life. We need a come on counter on your screen. Would love it.
Oh, a little come on counter.
That's a pretty good idea. Not
yeah.
gonna lie.
You know, I've actually been playing with the whole streaming thing. My buddy, which is one of the moderators in here, D&M, Sunday we actually got together and was trying to set OBS up out here, and we had like real nice fonts and everything with like antique wood and had all kinds of stuff on the screen, and we tested it and tried to run it. But old No Stream Windstream couldn't handle it. Yeah. The computer I got is amazing. It's bad to the bone, but the internet out here is not. So we're gonna. Milk was a rolling stone.
Like I said, grandkids. You're older than me.
Yeah, I got grand. I'm 43 years old. I will be 44 July the 22nd. I am the last day of Cancer. I actually have 2 grandbabies. One just turned 5. She's a New Year's Eve baby. Mm-hmm. And my other granddaughter is turning 1 in the next week, matter of fact. So yeah, I got a couple of grandkids. I got a 22-year-old daughter and an 18-year-old son. I actually started a little young, but I had my first at 21, which I guess isn't that young, but it's young. What do we got here? You are a tad younger than me. Just a tad, huh? I got 1 grandbaby. She's 2, and I'm 50, though. So got you there. Hey, you only as old as you feel, but age is nothing but a number. That means that I'm probably about 86.
Yeah.
Because I'm broke down. That all those years of building steel buildings and ironwork, boy, it's took a toll on me. I actually have a cracked back. And a lot of the videos y'all see, I'm actually wearing a back brace. My L4, I think it is, always hits my L5, so it keeps that one cracked, and it's never going to heal. I just got to be careful with it. Yes, ma'am, I have been blessed. I got a beautiful family, beautiful grandbabies. You know, I never knew exactly how great it was going to be a grandfather, but that's my everything. My oldest granddaughter, first time she came out to the homestead to meet the animals, I took her out to the chicken coop, and we was hanging out and talking, and I was talking to somebody else, and she was like, "Papa, Papa," and I turned around. And she done caught one of the chickens. Full-grown chicken was sitting there petting it. She ain't scared of nothing. I did sheet metal and furnaces for years. It took its toll over the years. Yes, it does. I tell you what, there's nothing about the steel industry that's light. I mean, the tool belt's heavy, the tools are heavy, the steel is heavy. And then you add welding and all that onto it too, with all the burning and fumes and all of that. I mean, I loved it. I enjoy creating stuff, but it took its toll. And then when the recession hit in 07 through 09, I pretty much lost everything. I shut down all of my companies and moved up here, and I had the opportunity to start a sports bar. And then did that for a couple of years. That was the worst decision of my life. I worked 100 hours a week for pennies.
A rough one.
But had a good time with it. I mean, I had nothing else going on. But that right there actually led me to go back to school. I actually didn't even get my GED until I was 34 years old. And I actually got my GED with the college that I work for now. And where I actually got my GED at is actually one of the centers that I'm over now, because I do remote site for the college. So a real big full circle kind of thing. It was pretty cool. I have been with New Year's Steel for 23 years. Yeah, I think I seen that in one of your videos, Ridgeley. The big question is when are you going to do some videos on the boat?
We're still trying to take her out right now.
Yeah, if this wind and weather would work out, then we would get out there on the boat. I started YouTube, 2 or 3 weeks after I restored my smaller boat. Yeah. When I got COVID, how I decided to figure out if I was feeling better or not. Yeah, I actually, that same lean-to that we're closing in right now, I actually built that after about a week and a half of having COVID. And I built it. Yep. I built it in about 5 hours by myself. And but I realized real quick I wasn't better yet. So I gave it another week, and then my next project was actually restoring my 16-foot tri-hull out there, because it was rough. It was rough, but she's sexy now.
Yeah,
and runs like a scalding dog. I can't wait to get it out. Actually, me and my son was just talking today about it
this morning.
We are out of crappie.
Yeah,
and so
hopefully this weekend or next.
We
go fill the freezer up some.
We'll go get some crappie, and we will make a video on it, and we also will do a catch, clean, and cook, because we got a pretty cool way of cooking crappie that tastes pretty good. Mm-hmm. Catching the live finally. What's up? Come on with it. What's going on, Simple Life Reclaim? Come on with it. Come on.
Rebel Canners. Hi from Michigan.
Rebel
pretty cold up there.
Oh my God, Michigan. Bless you. Bless you. It's 32 degrees here tonight, but I couldn't even imagine Michigan.
Yeah.
Am I missing? Hold on, let me go back through the comments. Right. I have a 4-year-old and a 6-month-old grandkids. They do make a person smile. Our grandkids are amazing. You know, y'all hear me talk about that a lot on this channel. I'm all about the kids. You know, I've tried to help a lot of people in my life, and it's burnt me. I mean, you can really only help people that want to help themselves. But kids are innocent. You know, kids are the only people on this planet that are truly innocent. And so after being burnt so many times trying to help people that don't want to help themselves, I've kind of reverted to trying to teach the youth and help the youth. That's why, you know, in my introduction video, I talked about if this channel ever starts making money, I'm donating 10% to the FFA and 4-H's and all of that kind of stuff, because I just want to get kids back outside. I want to get kids back in nature. You know, I've tried to raise my son in nature as much as possible. And
you've said that a bunch of times before, but it really is important.
Honestly,
there's not too many people that
last year or the year before he had a different group of friends, and he kind of got away from outdoors, and he was starting to have some mental stuff going on. It was bothering him. And then he changed his friend group a little bit, still kept some of them because he has some good friends in that group. But his best friend is really outdoorsy and stuff. And he got back outdoors and he became a different person again. He became himself again, I should say. He was a different person then. And we really didn't know what was going on. He had a lot of stresses, you know, with the COVID stuff and all of that. It wasn't just that.
And
but
dual enrolling in college.
Dual enrolling in college.
From sophomore year of high school to freshman college.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot for a young man to take, you know, jumping out there like that. But getting back outdoors saved him. I mean, it was almost instant. I seen the difference. Let's see here. He stopped being a scrub.
Yeah, pretty much, no.
What else we got? Hello, Tina Ladybug. How are you doing? If I miss y'all in the comments, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up. I kind of get on a rant. Can you see those? I wish there was a way to make those bigger.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
But
there was one I saw. I think, yeah, Rage Life best crappie mix is with mustard and beer. I heard of that one, but yeah.
Hey, I actually use mustard a lot whenever I'm actually smoking different things on the grill. You know, I actually did a pulled pork one time and coated it with mayonnaise. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but it actually turned out really good.
What was that again?
A pulled pork with mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I coated it with mayonnaise and some other seasoning, but I used mayonnaise as the base to get everything to stick. Turned out real good. Oh yeah, Simple Life Reclaim. I couldn't be prouder of this one right here. I mean, if I was half the young man he was back then, I'd probably already be retired and would probably have a totally different story for y'all. But you know, I try to teach him not to make the mistakes that I made, because I'm definitely not the same person now as I was when I was younger. Like I introduced last time, Milkman.
Yeah.
Milkman was a whole nother animal than what you see sitting in front of you right now. I am glad I left that life behind.
I saw up in the comments.
Yeah, Scouts is awesome. I was actually in Scouts too when I was younger. And Scouts definitely teach a lot. Scouts have been getting a lot of bad raps here lately, but it's just like anything else. You got your good and your bad chapters, you know, anywhere. It really all depends on who's running your local chapter. Hit that like button, Simple Life Reclaims. Said, come on. Josh Bell, there's one of my co-workers right there. Come on. Welcome to the chat, buddy. MB Heritage Farms, how you doing? I'm glad you made it, buddy. Glad you made it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm actually having one of them adult beverages here this evening. It's been a pretty stressful week. As you can see, I shaved it up a little bit this week.
Yeah.
I had a couple of big meetings and stuff I had to do for work and stuff. Got to earn that bacon.
Thank you, Auntie. Working on it. He's done a pretty good job so far.
See here, we can't prevent our kids from making the mistakes, but we sure as heck can give them the tools and guidance to make better decisions. Amen, Ridge Life. Amen. Yeah, the whole thing about it is all you can do is kind of let them know what you've been through and kind of give them the warnings and the tools that they need to deal with the adversity as they come up with. But at the end of the day, it's up to them to make that decision. But I'm also the type of person that I hold them accountable. Yeah. If they mess up, and they're going to deal with the consequences of it. You know, I'm not a softie. I'm there, but my theory is if I told you, I warned you, and I tried to keep you from doing it, and you still do it, well, then you got to battle that. Yeah. That's on you. That becomes you at that point. You know, I miss seeing kids playing outside. My wife from Tallahassee and practically lives outside. Hey, I agree. I stayed outside. I probably spent more time. I grew up on probably about 10 acres in a trailer. And, you know, my dad taught me to work good and taught me a lot of stuff, but he wasn't the best person out there in the world. He was unique, but so we didn't have much. But I spent most of my days as a child up underneath the trailer playing with the little green army men. I'd build a whole war zone and just would sit out there and play, and then go out in the woods and make goulash and all kinds of crazy stuff, you know. Always very adventurous. I stayed outside. I couldn't wait to get outside in the mornings.
I was kind of fortunate. Like whenever I was real young, it was like that period just in between the whole, you know, every kid playing outside and every kid playing on an iPad. I was like right in the middle. I had my leapfrog, but I still spent a lot of time, you know, finding sticks that looked like guns and messing around outside, climbing trees. So I was fortunate to at least grow up in that little bit of, you know, break period.
Let's see here. Hey, Mary Light, how are you? I'm glad you enjoy watching the channel. I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy all the interaction, and I really love these lives. Like I said on my last Fired Up Friday video, boy, I was sweating like Michael Vick at a PETA fundraiser, boy. Come on, because I was nervous. I was nervous for this one, honestly. But it gets a little better. It's just like anything else. You got to kind of push yourself outside of your comfort zone a little bit. It's kind of like when I posted my first video. You know, I was worried, didn't really know what to think about it, but I'm glad I did, because The one thing that I did find out, like I said in my last live, was the community. The community, the YouTube homesteading community and gardening community and farming community, everything is amazing.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be as, such a family as it is, really.
Hey, well, I really appreciate that, Robert Bellyacres. Hey, I tell everybody, y'all are the reason why I went live. Y'all are the ones that told me to go ahead and do it. It would help my watch time, which we are climbing on.
Yeah.
I think our last live ended up getting us 300 watch hours, which is crazy in 1 week. That's amazing.
So, how you guys doing, CJM Farms? Joining the chat just a minute ago. And then I saw something else.
Thank you, Miss Kemp. I appreciate that. I grew up on a farm, plus my dad and grandpa were hunting guides for Mark Twain's National Forest. That is awesome, Auntie Ann.
Wow.
The thing about it is my dad was extremely country. I kind of grew up on a homestead. I didn't even realize it was really like a homestead type deal. We had animals, pigs, goats, rabbits, chickens, hogs, a big garden. And my dad didn't believe in equipment. He had 5 boys, so he said that was his equipment. Yeah. So we did everything by hand. We was out there, and his garden grew every year. It started out about a half acre. I think it ended up being about 5 acres, and we did it all by hand. There was no mechanical stuff. I think at one point we got a tiller, a little push tiller, which was amazing. And we took care of the garden and he took the credit. And whenever we would have barbecues and stuff, we'd be out there and he'd telling all of his friends and bragging on his garden and talking about, y'all want some of that? My boys would go out there and pick it, and they'd have kids and stuff playing, and we'd have to go out there and work. And that's just the way I was raised. I remember I worked for $1 an hour for a nursery over the summer one time just to get out the house and go work. And I didn't even get paid in money because the lady couldn't afford to pay me. So I got paid in plants. And I used to ride my bicycle about 3.5 miles away. And I'd work 40 hours a week over the summer. And I would come home with a plant at the end of the week. And I would give it to my dad. And one time I asked him, I said, can I get some money for that? And he said, you eat last night? I said, yes, sir. He said, you're paid. And that's the way it was. And I didn't appreciate it at the time, but I definitely do now because it's given me the worth ethic that I got.
CJM Farms a second ago said, I picked up a guitar today. It's an acoustic. First YouTube video coming tomorrow. I've actually been wanting to learn how to play guitar for a while now. Like last few years, I love the sound of the acoustic guitar. And I also love the banjo. And I feel like once I learn the guitar, I can transfer, those skills. But yeah, that'll be really cool.
Windmill Farms, our dream homestead. Appreciate y'all commenting on our videos. Come on. I try to comment on everybody I'm subscribed to. I'm subscribed to, I think, about 250 channels with Come On Homesteading. And I try to keep up with it every day. My comments are typically short because I have so many to watch. But I really try to support the community. Whether you're a big channel, small channel, it doesn't matter to me. I know the grind that goes into this, and I know the passion that you have to have for it. And so I appreciate it, and I try to just do my small part. That's like when Robertson Bellyacres was at the point of, needing watch time. I mean, I spent 4.5 days running their videos and commenting on as many as I could because they're really good people, and I really wanted to do my part to try to get them to hit their goals because, I mean, that's what this community is all about, is everybody helping each other. My neighbor is actually, for the last 2 days, keeps showing up with his golf cart and a little trailer, and he'll have big plastic pipe and center blocks and wire. You want this?
Anything
you want that?
Yeah. He's got everything out there.
And, and he does anything he can to help me. He actually bought me, 13 Valvernums when I first moved in to plant across the front of my property to grow up. So it added a little more privacy here. And he told me it was just welcome to the neighborhood.
Yeah. They're going pretty well too, yeah.
That right there is kind of what this world needs to get back to is loving that neighbor. I've made a couple of videos on that, and I mean, that's everything. I appreciate your comments more than you know. Hey, I appreciate you putting the work out there and putting the content out there because I learned a ton from you guys. And, I don't know everything like gardening. I'm getting into gardening hardcore this year. I'm actually about to start building some raised beds. I'm going to go off the kind of the design that Sawyer Ridge Farm did, but I'll probably tweak it a little bit because that's just what I do. But that's a real good design I like. And So I'm actually going to start building those here real soon. And there's a bunch of gardening channels and a bunch of gardening lives that I've been jumping into here lately because I got a ton to learn about that. But you know, what better way to learn stuff than NoTube? You know, I don't really even call it YouTube. I call it NoTube because somebody out there knows. Come on.
Yeah, no, I saw quite a few comments come through about talking about, you know, you're certainly your engagement's second to none. You know, appreciate all the, you know, watching and commenting on the channels. He tells me all the time how much he's watching. I mean, everyone I'm seeing here in the chats have at least heard your name 15 times, talking about coming in, watching videos, letting them play, you know, leaving the comments, liking. He puts in the time to make sure, you know, he builds this relationship with y'all too.
River Rock Homestead, I appreciate that, buddy. I try to be real. I mean, I don't have time to be fake. Like I was saying in my last chat, it's too much effort to try to be fake. I mean, I'm me. And whether you're going to like me or you're not. And if you don't like me, then you'll go to the next video, and that's fine. I understand that. So, and I'm the same way. I'm not going to like everybody. People need to learn to agree to disagree. People need to learn to have compassion for others and understand that everybody's got their own struggle. You know, we all have our own struggles that nobody sees. So when you're dealing with people and talking with people, you know, I just try to think of that. Some people are just some people, you know, they wake up in the morning to be drama and to be negative people. I try not to be that person. You know, what you see on camera, what I put out there is me. If I screw up, I'm going to tell you I screwed up. You know, you just got to be real with it because being fake is not sustainable.
Yeah.
Bottom line, you know, eventually it's going to show.
Thank you, MB Heritage Farms. I saw your comment a minute ago about sharing the videos and lives and whatnot. Appreciate it.
I wish I had neighbors like the people in this community.
Yeah.
Me too. Honestly, I've been extremely fortunate the really last two neighbors that I've had. I actually owned a house a mile from this property. I bought this property just as kind of hunting and just to be, because I had 2 acres down the road, but I was surrounded by other houses. And I wanted somewhere where it's just woods, where I can just kind of, you know, my goal was to be able to get on my golf cart and go hunting without having to go on some major trip. So I bought this property, and my neighbor down the street was amazing. And he just came out Sunday to check everything out. And then when I moved out here, my neighbor here, he's like 80 years old. And man, you want to talk about a wealth of knowledge. He was the first one in this area, and he's got 15 acres out there. And he took raw woods. And if you go to his house right now, it looks like a national park. I mean, it is phenomenal.
No, I go out there and work with him every once in a while. I need to get out there some more with him, truthfully. But he's so artistic. All around his yard, you'll see just stacks of rocks, you know, big sculptures he's made, just giant cut up trees he's formed into like these big structures. It's a really cool place.
Whoever don't like you is crazy. You are genuine. I appreciate that, River Rock Homestead. Let's see here. Howdy, 2 Quacks and 5 Clucks Farm. Hey, I love that name.
Yeah.
Hey, I really like that. And I don't know if I'm subscribed to you. I'm gonna have to look you up after this. Hey, just off that name, I need to go check you out. Cool. That's awesome. Van Life Origins, how you doing? I don't know if I said hi to you tonight or not, but welcome. Let me scroll through the chat here for a second.
Yeah, see what a little bit you missed.
See what I missed. I get to talking, and my son's my reader.
Trying to keep some eyes on what y'all are saying.
CJM Farms, how you doing? Everybody that knows how to play an instrument, we should build a community that builds a song together. We could all have a video clip.
That's a pretty good idea. Yeah.
That's actually a real good idea. I don't now. I can play "Mary Had a Little Lamb" on any instrument, just about.
But outside of that,
but honestly, that's the length of it.
Yeah, the musical talent stops at that too.
Yeah, that's it. It's funny. My son trips out off of me because anything that I grab, I can play that. But that's the extent of it. And you don't even want to hear me sing. Come on, there will be no singing. Come on.
I have this little. It's called a canjo, like the single string can banjo thing, and I play some little tunes on that. But yeah, he grabbed that literally the first day I got it and played "Mary Had a Little Lamb" on it like it was nothing. So he's got a little talent for that bit at least.
Yeah. Hey, I'll take whatever little bit of talent I can get. I'm creative, if nothing else. You know, my neighbor bringing me all this stuff, he's always like, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yes, I want it." I said, "I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet, but I want it, because what I do is I walk around all the stuff I've collected, and if I have something that needs to be done, I use the stuff that I have here on the homestead as ideals of how to build something without buying it. A lot of the stuff that y'all see me build with is stuff left over from other projects. That lean-to that I'm building, that's all leftovers from building the main structure.
Yeah.
So I try to recycle as much as possible. It's one of my favorite things to do, is to reuse something in a different way.
Yeah.
I love that.
We're probably going to enclose the doghouse we build with the leftover metal from this lean-to.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, we're going to use the scraps off of that to do that. Come on, who's in? John from Will It Grow does enough singing. Nice.
Robertson Bellyacres just a minute ago. The old timers is where it's at. They're so incredibly knowledgeable and know all about real life. Yeah, they really do. And I've made it actually a point. Anytime I'm out like getting breakfast or something, I like my little breakfast spots, and I'm an early morning black coffee at IHOP or something kind of guy, and I'll just go up to some random older person, just ask them if they have any advice. I've actually done it quite a few times, and just to see what they pick their brain. I like learning from people who have more knowledge on the future than I have, and I try to make that a part of my routine whenever I go out, and just ask people, do you have any? My normal question is there anything you could give me any advice on life? Just one thing that you'd say would help me through life. And it's a really cool thing to do.
Ridge life. I have almost 8 acres, but the cool thing about my property is on the one side, it's all protected land. Now, whoever owned it before donated it to the state, so nobody can ever build there. And then behind me backs up to the swamp, and then it goes back to a canal that connects the 2 big lakes that's right beside my house.
Yeah.
So nobody can ever build there. It's protected as well. The only neighbor that I actually have is the old man I was talking about that has the 15 acres, and he's a pretty good distance away from me. And so I got 8 acres, but I really have access to hundreds.
More than that, yeah.
Me and him will go, just exploring through the swamp and stuff. Yeah. So it's real nice. Of course, you always want more land, but 8 acres was with the way it's set up, where the fact that nobody can build around me and I can explore all of it, it actually gives me access to a lot more. I've got to go. A few chores are done. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming in and checking out the live.
Yeah, thank you, Lila. We appreciate it. Yeah, Lila actually messaged me after the last live and said that she was willing to moderate for me, and I've seen her in a bunch of the lives that I'm in. So I was definitely honored to have her help me out. And same with Robert Bellyacres. I definitely appreciate it. And of course, Auntie Ann, the beast of all moderators. I was definitely honored when she said she would help me out.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have to worry about no haters in the chat with her.
Yeah. Ridge Life said he had to get back to work. Appreciate it coming in. Really do. Nice having you inside the chat. Thanks for coming.
Appreciate you, Ridge Life. I'll be catching you on Thursday, buddy, for sure. And also Sunday. That last Sunday live that you did, man, was amazing. I mean, I actually stopped working outside to actually come in to catch that one. That one right there was a really good one.
We rewatched it at breakfast, too.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
it. You can never go wrong with advice. The best part is it's free and you have the opinion to take it or leave it. Very wise words from such a young man. Thanks for being you.
Yeah, I don't know. He's preached me my whole life, learn from others' mistakes. Why go through something yourself when someone else who's already gone through it can give you the advice to get through it, either better or easier. So I try to take that, to heart and learn from others' mistakes and be the best person I can,
I appreciate you stopping in, Homestead. Appreciate it. I'm going to try to catch you next live, too.
Have a good night.
And thank you, Ann. You're so sweet. But in the world we live in right now, I don't care how genuine you are and how good you try to do, you're always going to have a hater. That's why I always say, if you don't have hate, I've told him since he was
I already know it.
A little thing. If you don't have haters, you ain't moving in the right direction. It's just the way that it is. I actually judge the direction that I go by how many haters I got. If I got a lot of haters, I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
I learned that at a young age. I started my first company whenever I was 21 years old. And people I grew up with and stuff, I brought them in at the beginning trying to bring them along with me. And as I became more successful, the hate started. And
I really started learning that, no matter how good you treat people, because I treated them very well and paid them very well, as I succeeded, I made sure they succeeded. I mean, I've done everything from help them buy houses, buying them cars. I mean, all kinds of stuff back in the day. And just for them to stab me in the back and hate on me. So, the way I look at it, don't hate, appreciate. Come on.
No, scroll up just a little bit. Check out Robert Belly Acres. Robertson Belly Acres.
Woo, woo.
Comments.
MB, I'll see you later, buddy. Huh?
Scroll up just a bit. Robertson
If you haven't figured it out yet, we are both commenting. Oh, nice.
Appreciate it. Definitely means a lot to the watch hours.
I love y'all, Robert Belly Acres. I really do.
Yeah.
One of the things that drew me to y'all's channel, honestly, was I could tell that y'all are genuine as well. And y'all are hard workers. And, man, the laugh.
Yeah.
Rusty's funny. But, man, the laugh, that's infectious. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about y'all.
Yeah. And come on. Anybody you could talk to for 30 minutes on a live about bacon, come on. Yeah. You can't go wrong with somebody that could talk 30 minutes about bacon.
No.
Hey, that's a good point, Hat Creek Homestead. Haters are always around. Just keep doing what you're doing and they'll fade out of the picture. Hey, I don't lose zero sleep over haters. I promise you. I just kind of chuckle at it. And I love the haters. I've actually had a few haters comment on here. And I love it. Hey, that algorithm on YouTube doesn't care if it's a hate message or a normal message. It don't matter to me. Hello, my Alabama farm life. How you doing today? How long we been on here today? Oh, 41 minutes. We're doing good.
Yeah.
We're late, but we're here. Come on with the live action. Come on with the Struggling Farms. Come on.
Thanks for joining.
Hey, if you can't get here on time, babe, just get here. Come on. That's what I tell him all the time. He was supposed to be here at 6:30 tonight. Got here at like 6:45. I said, well, 6:30ish. You about got it.
Fashionably late.
You watch Rusty and Rachel without. There is no way to watch Rusty and Rachel without smiling, without a doubt.
Yeah, we know what you meant, Ian. We understood
it. Yeah, I got you. I know how to read between the lines. Yep. Come on.
Filling the spaces a bit.
Yeah, I'm actually digging this live thing. It allows me to interact with the people that watch my videos and also to be able to give shout outs and kind of also allows me to show my appreciation to all the other people that follow my channel and also make videos that I follow. I love it. So what kind of vegetables or gardens are you going to grow? That is a real good question. We're in Florida, so I don't know. I've started looking into it a lot. I definitely want to do, some beans, some different types of beans and stuff like that. I tend to do really well with peppers. When I first came out here this past year, I threw a garden together real quick in the dirt, and I was just like, I just want to grow something, and so I was a little late on the season, but I was just like, I'm gonna grow things. About the only thing that came up was jalapenos, which is a good thing because I love jalapenos, and I had jalapenos for months.
Yeah,
and it worked out. So we're definitely gonna do some peppers, some different types of beans and stuff. I really wanted to try to get something going in the winter, fall time, because I really like fresh lettuce and stuff like that. I really enjoy that, but I kind of missed that. So I don't know yet. We'll probably be doing some corn, and I'm still learning. Actually, I'm watching a lot of gardening channels right now, especially gardening channels in my area, to try to figure out exactly what I want to grow. What does your shirt say, Florida Chick Adventures? My shirt says, make grilling great again, and the vegetarians are going to pay for it. Come on. And it's got the big green egg on there. I love this shirt.
Fleetwood Patch said, got to get back to the fam. God bless you. Come on. Excited see your channel get bigger and bigger. You're a great family. Appreciate it. You guys have a great night. I
appreciate it. Y'all have a great night.
Thank you for coming.
Now, I love the shirt, but I don't have anything against vegetarians because I like vegetables too. But it is a pretty funny shirt. And I just got the big green egg about a year and a half ago. I wanted one for 10, 15 years, but boy, they proud of them. They are proud of them. But I finally decided to pull the trigger and buy one. And honestly, I wished I would have bought one 10 years ago.
Robertson Bellyacre said they could hook us up with some hot pepper seeds.
Come on with the hot pepper seeds, baby.
We like spice. We have no issue with it.
Hey, I cook spicy with everything.
All the time.
He used to hate spicy stuff when he was young, and I was just like, I got to fix that. So I just kept cooking spicy. Now he loves spicy stuff.
No joke. We have a Tapatio bottle that big at the house, and I don't know, maybe it's been a couple months. She's down below half at this point. I love Tapatio.
Yeah.
CJM Farms asked, how warm is it down there? What is it, like 40 something?
Yeah, it's about 40 something tonight. It got down to 32, I think, last night and the night before. But on Friday, it was 80 degrees.
Yeah, no, it was literally 82 degrees.
When we
then it rained.
When we filmed part 2 of the lean-to, you seen we was in t-shirts and stuff. I mean, it was like 82. Then it rained, and then it got to like 32 degrees. That's the thing about Florida. You don't really have seasons. And you don't have consistent weather, so you can't get used to the cold because it doesn't stay cold. It'll be cold for 2 days and then hot the next. So I kind of want seasons in my life. I think in about 5 years or whatever, I might try to move to the mountains. We'll see. I want to wait for him to get out of college because he gets to actually go to college for free because I work for the college. So I'm definitely sticking around until he gets done with college, and then I'll make a decision on exactly where I want to be. I might stay here if my career keeps progressing like it is, but I might end up in the mountains. My plan is for the next 5 years, when I go on vacation, just go to different mountain areas that I research that's friendly for homesteading and just kind of explore and just kind of see if I fall in love with any of them.
Yeah.
Did I miss something? Oh, hey, Florida Chick Adventures. Hey, I feel you on that. I've literally been on job sites watching the rain come for us, and it literally stop on the other side of the road, and hot and humid on this side and thunderstorm on the other. It's crazy. Get that free edumocation. Hey,
that all the time.
All day. All day.
For sure. Definitely take advantage of it.
I told him he owes me a bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
After a bachelor's degree, he can decide to do if he wants to continue schooling. Then I'll support him. If he wants to go into the work world, I'll support him with that. Yeah. But he's very smart kid, makes really good grades, always has, and he has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
And so I told him the world's changing, and which I personally think that the world needs to bring back more trade schools. But I told him he owes me a bachelor's.
Yeah.
You know, he's probably going to get a bachelor's in business. He's in the entrepreneurship program.
Yeah.
And when he was trying to figure out what program he wanted to go into, I kind of told him, go into entrepreneurship, because if you want to run anything, you need to understand business. It doesn't matter.
Regardless of what you're into, there's business in everything.
Everything. Yeah, exactly. No matter what field you're in, you need to understand business. You can't go wrong with business.
Yeah, I plan on going pretty general. I plan on getting my MBA, kind of my ideal right now. But I might specialize somewhere, whether it be IT. I like IT. I got him, my uncle, they both work in IT, and then maybe into marketing, something like that. I'm a very people person. I don't know. We'll just see what happens with the future. But business is definitely direction. I like very business minded.
Whew, CJM Farms. Not like Canada. -28 last weekend.
You guys can keep it.
Man, that makes me want to send you like a heating blanket.
Yeah.
You need a heating blanket?
Some heat warmers or something. Send you a package in the mail.
Email me your address. I think I want to send you a heating blanket. Good Lord Almighty, -20.
Auntie, you would like some of our storms here in Oklahoma? Yeah, I bet.
Hey, we got hurricanes. We ain't got none on well, we got tornadoes too, but we don't have them like up there.
That, yeah, y'all got too much open land for it to get too big.
Hey. Hello, Mulberry Branch Farms. How are y'all tonight? The Country Road Cure. What's going on, guys? Hey, man, I enjoyed y'all's last live chat. Come on with the road hog. The hook is real. Come on. 65 today in Vegas. You were so right. Business is everywhere. Yes.
It is.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with business. You know, I'm all about doing your passion and all of that.
Pursuing what you love, that's important.
But come on. I mean, passion don't keep the lights on. I mean, my theory on passion is whether, like, if you want to be an artist or a musician or something like that, that's great. I don't want to steer any young youth away from going what they're passionate about and their creativity. But what I always tell them is go in the business side of your passion. You know, if you want to be an artist, go into the art dealing world of business, and that will put you in front of the people that you need to maybe make your passion a career. You know, same with music. Go into the business of music. Go into, you know, managing or something like that. And that will put you in the industry, which will allow you to get more people in front of you that can hear your music. Because, I mean, to become a famous artist or a musician and stuff is like hitting the lottery. I mean, there's not, it's got to be a perfect storm. You know, business is solid.
Yeah.
Like Bully Homestead, what's up, guys?
Yeah. Mulberry Branch Farm. Business is definitely a broad spectrum degree. You can take it just about anywhere. Yeah, I've, through my entrepreneurship program, being in high school, and then also just experiencing everything I can, you know. I've had a few internships. I had an internship at actually a software development company here in town about 2 years ago. Really enjoyed that. I've worked with quite a few places at this point, but I like business, and through the whole program I've been in these last 4 years, I really like business. It's something that I understand. I speak the language. I like business. It's something I really enjoy.
Electrical engineer technologies. Yeah, you can't go wrong with being any kind of engineer.
Yeah.
And you know, his mom actually works medical, and that's why I went into IT. Actually, to be honest, I actually started school to do physical therapy.
Yeah,
I figured working out, you know, for a living and stuff was going to be pretty cool until I took medical terminology.
Yeah.
And come on, this country boy cannot pronounce none of that,
much
less spell it, read it. No, I took that class and I was like, not for me. And I actually took a typing class. I took a computer class to learn to type because I was like, it was taking me 2 days to write a 1-page paper. So I was like, let me take a typing class, see if I can speed this thing up a little bit. And then it actually ended up being a little bit more advanced than a typing class. And I hung around until the drop period, and I had the highest grade in the class. And then the TV that we had in our bedroom blew up. Just started smoking one night and flickered and was done. And I was like, I'm gonna try to fix that, because I've always been the type of person, if I see it done,
you can just
I can do it. So I took the TV apart. It was a flat screen, never done it before. Kind of did some research, figured out that I thought it was the capacitors on there. I ordered a soldering gun. I unsoldered all the capacitors, ordered new capacitors online for like $5. Soldered them. We used that TV for like 4 years. And that very next semester, I switched my degrees to technology. And I've been doing it ever since.
And kid you not, he filled our entire garage with computers.
I actually taught myself how to work on computers. I actually went to Orlando and bought 40 broken computers from a recycle place. Went home, turned the garage into a computer workshop, got on YouTube and Google.
The whole shelf with, literally 40 computers all lined up on the wall.
And I started teaching myself to fix computers and selling them to buy more parts. And that's how I taught. And then I actually took a job at the college as a work study, part-time minimum wage. I didn't even know what minimum wage was at the time. To get my foot in the door, and then kind of worked my way up. And now I'm over the 6 centers for the college now, 9 years later. So that's my journey.
Joshua Bell, hey, he said he's heading out to do some dinner shipping.
Later, Josh. I'll see you probably next week.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming in.
What else we got? Oh, where are we at? About 53 minutes. We'll be wrapping it up here soon. You guys got any questions before we get out of here? Anything interesting going on in y'all's world?
Fan life voyages. I'm in the business of passion. Come on. Yeah, that have nothing wrong with doing what you love.
No. As long as you can find a way to pay the bills doing it. There's a delay here. Before he started college, my son was single in the Army. Single in the Army. He was the one that set up all the comm and internet for all.
That's really cool, yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're starting to load in now.
Hey, it's all right to be late sometimes. Cindy Brown.
Yeah, thanks
Come
for
on.
coming in.
Hey, I appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, thank you.
I really enjoy these chats. We're gonna do this pretty much every Tuesday at 7 o'clock from here on out. Like I said in my last live, I used to do a talk about it Tuesday video. I actually like this live a lot better. I really enjoy being able to communicate with you guys and kind of just interact and talk to y'all and see what y'all got going on in the world, because it's ever changing. It's crazy. I actually added something new to the homestead because gas prices and other things are just going out of range. I actually got I'll have a video coming out probably in the next couple of weeks about that. I actually had a company reach out and want me to do a review on something, so it kind of worked out at the same time. So I'm going to do a video kind of together on that. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, there's much stuff flooding right now. Robertson Deliker said, "Are you going to can your produce?"
Yes.
In the future, yeah.
Yes, I want to get into canning. I want to get into fermenting. Fermenting really intrigues me, and really about all the gut health and stuff. Betty Jean, how are you doing?
CJ on Farm said, "That's cool. You earned your way there to keep it. Great work, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you watching. Thanks, as always. Thanks for all the interaction in the chat."
But I actually I already process a lot of my meat. I haven't done videos on that yet because I don't have my outdoor kitchen that I'm building right now and a processing area finished. That's why we're working on that now, trying to get ahead of gardening seasoning and butcher seasoning and all that. Growing up, the reason why I'm so passionate about 4-H and FFA and all that, I was in all of that growing up, and I was in like the hog ham program and stuff, which I learned how to do all the prime cuts for all the animals. I learned how to make sugar cure ham, sausage, bacon. I mean, you name it. I learned all of that stuff. So I do my own processing. I have a LEM, grinder, commercial grade grinder, dehydrator, all of that.
Package sealed bags, all that kind of stuff.
I make some deer jerky that'll make you slap your daddy for never making it for you. Come on.
Yeah, that Cajun spice we have, so good.
I can get down on some jerky. But all those type of videos will start coming. I'm just holding off until I got a better area to do it, because here in the fifth wheel, I just don't have a lot of space. So I've actually got some deer and stuff in the freezer that I haven't processed yet. I just kind of took it off the bone and froze it whole just because I don't have the space right now to do it. So some of those videos will be coming out. I really enjoy processing my own food. I really trying to get into eating as much natural stuff that I grow and raise as myself, because I know what the industry is like as far as all the processing plants and stuff like that. I've actually toured them, and I've actually in the hog ham program, I actually was at a meat processing thing where I processed the pig that I raised, and I can do it a lot better here at the homestead.
Yeah, I saw a few more things too.
That's right, Auntie Ann. Come on.
Thanks for joining the chat, Shelly. Appreciate it. Mari C said, "Come on with the come on." Thanks for coming in.
Come on with the come on. Yeah, fermenting is definitely going to be something cool to learn.
Yeah, we've talked about it for a while now.
I've watched quite a few channels on it, like the Doug and Stacy one. I watched them and a couple other ones, and it really intrigues me. And the Crotcher Ranch, I always have a hard time pronouncing them. She actually just did a video on fermenting. And
we talked about
that. I was actually talking with him about that. I think he can benefit from fermenting food quite a bit. So, I'm definitely looking into that. So, I'm actually going to be reaching out to a lot of you guys, for inspiration and for guidance on that, because I know nothing about it, and I'll be the first to admit it.
It'd be cool to learn, though. It would be.
But I think it's going to be awesome.
Auntie Ann, we love our deer jerky. We have you know what the brand is that we always have our spices in? You remember what that is?
I'll have to.
Yeah, there's one brand, but they come out with all kinds of spices for like the sausages, the jerkies, and all that. But it always turns out real good the times we've done them.
Best catchphrase ever. Come on. Thank you, Auntie.
It's been around for a long time.
I've been saying that forever.
Yeah, I've heard it my whole life.
I don't know if I said it in the last live chat or not, but I owned a sports bar for about 2 years after I shut everything down. Yeah. And that was actually one of our slogan was, "We sling chicken wings, come on."
Yeah.
And my waitresses had to answer the phone and say that they hated it. But speaking of that, I was thinking about this week. Well, not it won't be this week, but the following Friday, I'm thinking about doing chicken wings, just because, just to nod back to my sports bar days. I think I'm gonna do some butter garlic parmesan chicken wings, and that'd probably make a good shirt too, huh? We slang chicken wings. Come on.
Yeah, you got the logo in her.
I'm actually been working with shirts and hats and all that other stuff for the meetup that's coming up. I actually designed some stuff online and was about to pull the trigger on it, but their pricing's a little crazy. And actually, somebody that used to work for me with my sports bar is actually over a manager at a place that does apparel. So I'm actually supposed to be meeting and looking into seeing what their pricing and stuff is. So we're going to get those going here soon.
Yeah, I saw a couple more things I want to mention on too. Robertson Belly here, so we haven't tried fermenting yet. We do a lot of canning dehydrated. We've dehydrated a bit too, but yeah, we would want to get into the fermenting for a minute now. Carla, thanks for joining the chat. Happy to have you here watching.
Well, we've been on here for about an hour and 30 seconds, so I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I appreciate y'all guys for joining us on another Talk About It Tuesday. Come on. And once again, had a blast with it. Oh, the Crockers just went in and left. Come on with the Crockers coming in and leaving. Come on. Hey.
Just went live.
At least they showed up. Come on.
Yeah.
I like old Jason, man. Jason is a trip. I love it.
Yeah.
We are also working on some merch for the meetup as well.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Can't wait for it. It's going to be a good time.
I like shirts and hats, Robert Belly Acres. Come on.
I saw that previous comment.
We'll do a merch swap. Come on with the merch swap.
It's a good little song there, Robertson Belly Acres. I remember that one. But yeah. Well, we appreciate everyone coming out. It's been great.
Yep. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. Appreciate everybody.
Yeah.
Little Frenchy Big Texas. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
I think this is the first time that I've seen you. Just went live on YouTube. Oh, they just went live on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to join them.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. All right, well, until we see each other again, come on. Let's go Homestead.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.